baby, let's go.
Whoa! Grand final week. Hey, grand final week.
Wow. Rub it in.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, right in my face.
Yeah, but I don't introduce him till we're a little bit in. I tease him. You don't say who you are. You're the big guest today.
Not even here.
And
Not
thanks for
even
showing
here.
up, because the other bloke who played 3 grand finals has not shown up in grand final week. Jimmy Maloney. Good on you,
Because
mate.
he's technically Mr. September, not Mr. October. That's what he used to call himself.
Okay.
October.
Okay. Hello, welcome to the Rugby League Journeymen in this, the NRL Grand Final week. It is Christmas for all us Rugby League nuffies, isn't it, folks?
It's Christmas.
Stop.
Stop.
I keep forgetting.
No. So you're a rugby league nuffy. You have a rugby union podcast.
Yeah.
You're involved with the horse racing one.
Yeah.
And you just joined a motor racing one.
No, I couldn't do the motor racing one. I was away.
sweet.
I'm doing a cricket one, though.
Cricket!
I'll be honest with you, I don't even like sport.
You're a sports nuffy.
I'm
You're a sports nuffy.
into libraries. Okay. You can find us at Rugby League Journeyman everywhere. That is on Instagram, it's on TikTok, it's on YouTube. We've had amazing growth this year and it continues to come on in leaps and bounds. So thanks for your support. Please tell everyone, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbours, tell your postman,
Tell your dog.
tell your dog, you're looking at your watch already. You're bored
just got a
already,
message.
Jeremy.
What
Oh,
does
it
it
doesn't
say?
matter.
Okay.
Something funny. Hey, am I going to have to do that next week if you're on holidays?
Oh, yes, sorry. So I'm going to the UK next week, and one of you two boys need to
Straight from
host.
listening out.
So who's going
He's
to host?
actually going to be in Bali. You're
Yeah,
going to
I'm
stay
in
and do the
Bali.
podcast on Wednesday.
No, I thought
he's
we were
away,
doing
and
it.
the Shermanator's
crashed
over in
this.
Japan.
So wait a second. Are you doing our entire
I'm
podcast
going to do
on
that
your
on
own?
Jay. No, I spoke to Jam today, and he was going to check his schedule.
Okay.
And pay for flights.
We had a great chat with him on the way in.
Great
It was
chat.
awesome.
Okay. So
chat.
it might be you and Jammer. It might just be Jeremy Lattimore next week.
Louis,
Talkback Radio.
We've got Toby's dog over
And
there. I'm going
Toby's
to
dog.
steal him off Josh.
You never know.
Jimmy Maloney's here, boys, as well.
Oh, Jimmy Maloney has
dialing in.
joined the podcast.
Peace. Yeah, how are you, Mr. October?
What's doing?
Nah, just the podcast that you were meant to go to your hotel room for
Yeah,
the
good
call.
mate. What's doing?
Yeah, nah, it's shit.
Jimmy,
I'm
we're
on
going to let
holiday,
you go.
mate. Some things are more important.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy,
Oh, good.
give us a
Hey,
prediction.
Never
Panthers or
mind.
Storm? That's all we get out of you. Panthers or Storm?
Panthers or Storm?
Panthers.
Okay.
Nice. Hey, enjoy your holiday, bro. There's no
Bye.
appearance fee for this 1 minute
shit,
either.
no.
See you, bro.
If anything, you owe us money.
FYI.
Do a
Thanks.
mad podcast. See you, boys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Did he just say you're on a mad podcast? And it's his one?
There you go. So for all of you that tune in every week to see Jimmy Maloney, that was it.
Yeah,
That was
Do you know what?
great.
That was probably some of his best content. He's still there.
We
Can you hang up on
close
him,
up.
Charlie?
Let's hang up
His
on
head
him.
is just...
I don't want him. You can hang up, Maloney.
I don't think he's getting the files. Do
Oh, okay, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
you want us to pause here
Nah.
for you, Charlie?
Nah, sweet, he's downloaded. He can fuck off.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
You're downloaded. See you, bro.
See you, mate.
There you go. That was Jimmy Maloney. He's saying, Penrith, gents, the show today. Positive place. I'm going to ask you 3 for your favourite grand final memory. Obviously, that was set up for the bloke that's played in 3 of them, but didn't show up to the podcast. Thanks for that, Jimmy.
You should have planned better.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Well,
you
I
know
was
what?
told
He's
he was
known.
on.
He's known for 3 days, so you know what? Fair enough. He's on a family holiday. He doesn't have a job, so you know what? May as well go jet setting around the world and spend all your cash.
He doesn't care.
He actually doesn't.
We care.
He just bagged our podcast.
Yeah, I know.
and
In our
he's the
face.
star of it.
Positive place.
Nah, you're so good.
Yeah.
You are great.
No, you're mad.
No, you're
No,
mad.
yeah, you're good too.
Thank
And
you, mate.
you've got like cricket watching it now. You got rugby,
Yeah.
horse racing, motorsport.
All 6 people. It's unreal.
That
Oh.
are watching.
Wow,
That's very kind of you.
DCE, Ruben Garrick, Matt Johns, Brian Fletcher,
Andrew Johns.
Hindy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the footy. Let's go.
And Braithen Astor.
Oh!
Do you remember when we were down in Cronulla?
Yes.
And Braith walked past.
When it started,
Coogee, yeah.
Coogee, sorry. And I went, hey, Braith, and he ignored me. That was another one. All right. Hey, today's show, massive finals preview. Obviously, it is the week of weeks when it comes to the NRL. And we've got the Storm taking on the Panthers. You've just heard the great man, Jimmy Maloney, say it's going to be the Panthers. He played for both. It is the Jimmy Maloney Cup again in the grand final. He's going with the mighty men from out there at the bottom of the mountain. Is that what you say? Foot of the mountain.
No.
Foot of the mountains.
Foot of the mountain. Also, Lasty's awesome stats. He's been doing it all year. Surely you've got one for this grand final. You must.
I do.
Okay. Can't wait for that. Other
Looks
footy news,
convincing.
there is a bit of stuff about coaches moving around. Also, the Dally M's which took place last night. But considering we're recording this on a Wednesday,
It's tonight.
it's tonight. So we will just guess and hope that we get it right. Then finally, a Would You Rather. You've got one for us, Jerry. That's all very exciting. Let's start. I've got written here, how is everyone? I'm going to stay, Toby. How are you, Jerry? You've come in very positive today.
Yeah,
Very
no,
happy.
I'm good. I'm really good, actually. Went up to Port Macquarie on the weekend, watched the local grand final, actually. Port Macquarie Sharks versus the Bow champion, Coach Macleay Valley Mustangs.
I didn't even
But-
ask what you did. That's so rude of me. I didn't know.
Yeah, no,
that.
it's all good, bro. You lost the preliminary final, so that's sweet.
all
We'll get
about
to that.
me.
We'll get to
It's
that.
all about
And
me.
you're the only one who's allowed to be sad.
Yep.
But no, it was really good. Saw the family. Brought my mum back down to help me this week with the kids. Got a golf day tomorrow. Then I'm off to Cairns on the weekend.
Who is the most famous footy player out of Port Macquarie?
Jeremy Lattimore.
It is. I thought so.
Harry Wells. I don't know if you know that name.
Oh, yeah.
He's a legend of the
Wellsy,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think 1-0, you got me. But there's actually not many. Sam McIntyre's playing for the Cowboys
yeah,
at the
Macca.
moment.
Yep.
So he's on the way to accept. I'm probably most games for
You
Port
are?
Macquarie, but he'll probably overtake me.
That's
And he's
very,
a bit of a bench player like myself.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we're good at producing bench players.
Very good. Now, Toby, we all watched the game on the weekend. So unlucky? Is that what you say? No. Good season.
You lost? Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
what should I say?
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
good season's
Oi,
pretty good, good
congrats.
season.
Yeah, good season. Congrats on a great season.
A great season. And especially you, great back end of the year. We'll forget the first half.
If we don't mind.
Yeah, but that
Good,
back
yeah.
end, hectic.
Yeah.
Really,
Had a great-
really impressed,
great.
Toby.
Thank
Even
you,
the other
Jeremy.
night. I spoke to you Tuesday when you sounded very dusty.
Yeah, I don't recall.
What I said was,
Yeah.
he semi-finals, especially them prelims, only played one. As I feel like I think we had that joke, but they are so fast. And yeah, it feels like everything's harder to do, but I feel like Toby really held his own, if not exceeded my expectations against two of the best props in the world. So well done,
Thanks,
mate.
Jeremy.
Had a
No more
real
niceties. That's it. I'm done.
no,
No, I appreciate it. Really
had a
do.
real origin pace and feel about it.
Yeah.
And physicality. You guys, you held on for a long time. Like, I've got here, you've got with the
think it was
60th
10-6.
minute, it was 10-6. So
Yeah.
with 20 minutes
Which
to
minute?
go.
Which minute?
There was
60th.
20 in the 60th minute. It was still 10-6. And we were all cheering for you. But then obviously Cleary did what Cleary does,
As he does.
as he does, and they just ran away with it. Just it was like a carbon copy of the grand final last year. Kicked that 40-20, got him going, and then just
I don't
a
want to.
clinic.
I don't want to be a stickler for details, but that actually happened in the first half.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know what? I'm so glad you said it because I was thinking the same thing, but
No, but
it
do
didn't
you
get
not,
it going.
No, but do you not think he's just went up a gear? Like kicked a 40-20, then threw that flat ball for Alamotti. Before
that was in
it
the first
2-2.
half. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I mean, Cleary at that
correct.
point just
Yeah.
kicked in.
He's a go. We had this conversation on the way in, like the way. It's just the way he moves with the football. He's like speed, his engagement of the line. Yeah, he's a freak. He's like the Tom Brady rugby league.
Oh, he is. Don't you think at a time when it's rugby league is so professional and everybody, you know, you have all the right coaching, you're on the right supplements, you all do the right training, everything, that there is a guy that sits above everybody else? Is
Yeah.
that not?
Yeah, it's strange. You wonder where it comes from. You wonder where if it's just his. I know his dad's his coach, but that doesn't sort of mean a whole lot. Plenty of your dads are coaches out there, and he's sort of just. Is it the years of practice? Is it the discipline? Is it a mentality thing where someone else doesn't have that edge? You don't know what it is, but I remember growing up as a kid, and you think about the Thurstons, the Johns, the Fittlers, and you hear about these players, and very safe to say that Nathan Cleary is that next guy who's just, as you guys said, constantly sort of performed at that level that is outstanding. Helps that he has a team of Panthers. No discredit to Nathan or anyone. That's an unreal side that he can direct around really well. But yeah, definitely the puppet master pulling the strings and stepping up where he needs to every time.
Not like you obviously speak about him having a pretty good team, but a lot of the stuff he's doing off his own back, not own back. Like obviously he's playing with a bit of momentum, whatever. But he's coming up with that 40-20 clutch play. His kicking game continually for 80 minutes, putting on the spot. And they always go on about Joey Johns and Jonathan Thurston, who are two legends of the game. But he's now took a team to 5 grand finals in a row.
No one's done
Like,
close to that. Yeah.
in this day and age where there is a salary cap and it's meant to be a level playing field.
And
psycho.
he's shed players every
Yeah.
year. And best, like Crichton,
Yeah.
Kickow, Burton, like the players he's lost are Origin players. They're Kangaroos.
Yep.
And they just continue to win. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Luai leaves, whether that halves partner shakes them up at all or somebody just shifts in and they just keep going.
Yeah.
Charlie just threw a good note. Cleary, future immortal. Should he be an immortal now?
Still playing. You nearly could.
Should we? No, I'm just saying.
When did Joey go in?
Should we take Joey's off him and give it to Cleary? If that's what it should be, there should only ever be 10, and we replace one.
Yeah.
And we go, sorry, Mal.
So how do you take him out on playing off the field? Because I just feel off the field as well. He just seems like the most perfect human.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok.
Oh, come on, man. It was COVID.
This day and age.
I know, and
It was not even a thing, that COVID stuff.
I know, we all laughed at it at the time, but obviously all the media agencies were like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world. String him up. Anyway, we have to, can we address what happened with you early in the game with Yo?
Yeah.
So the trip. You stuck your leg out.
Yep.
You tripped Isaiah Yo.
Yes.
Can you... I mean, we know the pace with which it was being played. I'm assuming that was just a knee-jerk reaction. I'll let you tell us what was going on.
Yeah, it definitely was. It wasn't like we didn't preview Isaiah Yo's left foot step the entire week. We did. I still felt an urge or whatever it was, poor discipline, to sort of rush up and misfoot myself. He tries to get past me, and it's a preliminary game, the speed, whatever else. I just didn't want him to score. So I illegally stuck my leg out. Was pretty remorseful afterwards. I knew what I did straight away, and some Panther boys were into me. I was fair enough. I was like, yeah, look, I just tripped your captain. That was pretty not sweet thing to do. But look, I just tried to flush it as best I could. Whether it was before or after that, I had that drop ball, so it wasn't the best start to the game for myself. And actually, Nico, to his credit, pulled me aside and goes, mate, I need to get your head in the game here. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you going to be okay? And I just looked at him, thinking about sort of just what I'd done. And then, funnily enough, I thought of our man himself, James Maloney. In that moment, I thought, what is he going to do about it? Like, yeah.
Did you really?
I really did. Yeah, I really did.
Amazing.
Crazy, right? And I just thought, there's just no point in thinking about those two things. Like,
And you just forgot it.
and I just,
God,
I
push
forgot.
them up.
And I forgot about it. And then I just kept trying to do whatever I could. Doing whatever you can against Penrith is a hard thing to do because, there's strike everywhere. Beside the Cleary genius that he possesses, every person who touches that ball's a handful to tackle. But look, credit to our team, I just want to say, 10-6, 60 minutes in, the amount of drop ball that we had, the amount of missed tackles that we had, the amount of offloads, 60 games we had to defend. I don't know how one-sided it was at all, but I just know there was a lot more calls in this game compared to last week. And I just want to wrap my team. I think, obviously no one's ever going to remember that we made a preliminary final in 2024, but we know we're better for it. And I'm happy with the effort because we didn't give him our best, but we gave him our best in parts, and that's what we wanted to do. We obviously wanted to have an 80-minute performance of our best, and then to see where that got us, I reckon that would have been an interesting story. Whether it changes the result entirely, I don't know, but proud of our team, proud of our coaching staff, and proud of the season that we had, and proud of my back end. Not proud of my front end. My front end was not good.
That was great.
This is what you do. You just got to build in the season.
build in the
This is
season,
what
yeah.
all the greats do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking of Shaq. I always think of Shaquille O'Neal. He'd come in at 40 kilos overweight and he'd win a championship.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, you did. You were Shaq.
But I said that in the car, right? No one remembers the first 12 games.
Yeah.
They remember the back end of the season, and for Tobes having a really good performance and back end of the year, mate, he's going to be walking around like Conor McGregor this offseason.
Oh, yeah,
We're going to have
definitely,
to pull him aside and have a word to him.
Well,
In cans.
On the cans.
No, the cans and cans.
what a nice moment as well that you thought of Jimmy Maloney, and what a great thing it would have been on the podcast right now
If he
that
was here.
bloke had shown up.
Would have been so cool. Yeah, sure, mate. Do you want to draw a penis again? No worries.
Anyway,
Yeah, that was me.
that was it. And so, did you have a post-match? Is there any? I know there's a time where you got to sit and reflect. Did you then go out together the next day or something? Have a celebration?
Yeah,
of the
we had
season
a few
or-
beers over the next few days and drown the sorrows. Interesting. In the last few Mondays have been pretty good, even though I've actually not liked the year we finished more in the past couple of seasons. I felt like in the past couple of seasons we didn't get to where we deserved, and the losses hurt a lot more. Whether it was the fact that even though it was 20 to 6, or 26-6, sorry, It was still a performance that I was more proud of in years gone by, but I hope this isn't just me saying that losing is getting easier, because I don't want that to be the case. But it was a 3 days that was nice to spend with my friends. That's what I'll say about it.
You can't beat that. Can't beat the 3 days with friends after a prelim final.
You can't.
I can relate back to mine. Anyway, we don't go.
Oh, yeah, you used to play, didn't you?
Quickly,
I used to play, yeah.
Can we, obviously dissecting this season, can we just quickly put the eyes forward to 2020, what's next year?
2025, yeah.
Obviously, keeping a large portion of the squad, plus adding Adam Fanua-Blake. Yeah,
Mate, yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. In my mind, our forward packs a pretty decent one in terms of the rotation that we have, especially.
Yeah,
we have blokes that could start at most clubs on our bench and on our impact, I should say. And the addition of that to Fanua-Blake is exciting for sure. I mean, such a caliber, a player of his caliber, is going to be impressive to see what he brings. Obviously, he's a ball running meter machine,
but even in them sort of games on the weekend, right? That's where I think having a player of his caliber, who's played in test matches and stuff, I think he'll be invaluable to your team. And then even looking quickly forward to the off season, the emergence of Daniel Atkinson, and how you fit him into your team next year, and how you have to tinker with your team. It's as a Shire local, but a Dragons fan, I'm looking forward to. Yeah, seeing how you play next year, because I feel like you in the early Ladbroke markets for next year, I'm sure you'd be short on the in the odds.
Very good. You've come along in leaps and bounds since we've started. Lasty.
What do you mean?
Well, the first couple of weeks on the podcast, you were atrocious.
I used to get too excited. My ADHD.
Yeah, and like back channeling would be like, "What's the go with this bloke? Is he okay?" But now you're absolutely flying.
Thanks, mate.
You've had a great season on this. You've had a great season. With the rugby league stuff.
And because he come good on our show lately.
You came good.
You weren't missing.
Nothing.
You're a bit negative at the start. Now you're humming. You're mad. You're great input.
I'm trying.
Oh, shit.
Now, we are going to talk, obviously, about the Panthers. But before we do that, I just want to say very quickly, it's a big thanks to Budgy Smuggler, who have been our apparel partner all year. You can see I've got the hoodie here. It's the white. It's like wearing a hug. It's fantastic. I've also got the hat. There's hats available. You can also see over there that the great man Toby's wearing one as well. Also the T-shirts, Budgy Smuggler T-shirts. Undies. Do you mind showing us the Reg Grundies just quickly?
I'm not.
No undies on.
Here we go.
I'm just going to show them under my.
Very good. They're available, all different designs. They're a bamboo blend with it's a bamboo blend to keep your tools looking good. For comfort, built for speed. Make sure you get on the website, www.budgysmuggler.com.au. Go through the whole site. You can get 20% off when it comes to the end when you go to your checkout. If you type in the code Journeymen RL, you get 20% off everything. So make sure you get on there, and it is a big thanks to Budgy Smuggler. Also, they can see the support you're giving through buying their stuff, then they keep supporting us. So good on you, good on everyone. Now, obviously, your side took on the Panthers. The Panthers go through. There was also a game that took place on the Friday night, which was obviously the Storm taking on the Roosters. Not quite as close. I think we can all agree.
Started well for the Roosters, though.
Well, it was similar to you guys. So you guys were down by 6 with 20 to go. They were also down by 6, 24-18, with only 20 to go.
And oh, shit. Bit of a controversial call, too. Remember, one of the Melbourne boys touched it, but then they played the ball. So once it's to play the ball, it's a dead play, and then they scored on the next play.
Yeah.
Which it's hard to pick that stuff up within the moment, and you can't really hold that against the referee and touch you that are 5 metres away. But but anyway.
Yeah, but anyway. But same thing again, two sides, so Panthers and Storm, that go for 80 minutes. And in that last 20 minutes, they pull away from their competitors.
And that's what, you remember in pre-season, you're training to win games in the last 10, 20 minutes, and them two teams did that.
What input? Huh? Just then, what input?
No, mate, good touch of the ball there. That was great.
Yeah,
now,
really?
Oh, absolutely.
Little try assist there, I liked it.
Their spine, who I'm saying is the best spine in the league, but you're saying Panthers. We've disagreed all. Are you still saying Panthers are the best spine?
Yep.
Okay.
I talked to you at 9:30 on Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Well,
From Cairns together. Hey,
are you
missing
guys going
out.
to Cairns together?
He reckons. I don't reckon.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so
A lot of love going around this room today.
there is
Yeah, misguided, misconnected. Everyone's just sort of.
Spines. Pappen Houston. Just killing it at the right time of the year. No, you're not feeling it.
No. I agree. He did play well on the
mean-
weekend. That try he got outside Crichton. Fuck, that's just speed. You can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
but also the try with Meany from the 20-metre restart, and he's just lurking, and then a bus through the line, just
Yeah.
gone. Good
Yeah.
night, nurse.
As a slow guy, you just got to admire that shit.
Do you?
I wish I,
I
could
don't
run
mind that
fast.
shit at all.
Who burnt past you the quickest in your many years playing? Would have been a few speedsters out there that would have seen Lasty up in the line.
Junior Paulo.
Georgie Rose, did he get past you?
Quite funny actually. We had when I was at Cronulla in 2017. So that was when like Jason Taumalolo was at like the peak of his powers. He's dominating. And I used to when I was marker, I'd go as hard as I could from marker to try and tackle him before he got going. And I was actually really effective like a fair few times. And Fleno, we'd played Cowboys early in the year, and he got a couple of clips up where I did a really good job on him. Anyway, so we're playing him at Shark Park. I'm like, yeah, this is my guy. Went at him. He just stepped back into me. Boom. Buried me in Shark Park. And then I think he ran over Gal. I think Val was fullback.
Yeah.
Same thing. I was just like, so I wasn't really speed. Actually, a bit of speed and agility.
Power.
But
Yeah.
man, he was a freak, that guy. He's still playing good footy,
Well,
but back then he was unbelievable.
An absolute freak, and had a good back end of the season as well.
He
JT
did.
got
He
rolled.
did.
Who burnt you with speed in your life?
Who burnt me with speed? Shane Hill. Once in a game down in Manly playing a bit of basketball.
Did you actually? Is that a jout?
No, 100%.
I don't. You get this head on you, and you look funny when I feel like you're
No,
lying to
you've
us.
got this head on you, mate. Like, don't. Like, have you seen your head?
It is large and your hairline's great.
Thank you,
do
bro.
have-
Oh my god, so much skin today.
You're handsome, and don't you know it? The other ones, Jerome Hughes,
Yeah.
hat trick for him, and then Munster. Are you leaning toward, and then Harry Grant? Are you leaning towards my spine?
Yeah, I love the Panthers spine. Oh yeah, I know he said that we actually this is Wednesday, but it's Thursday. Congrats to Jerome Hughes on winning the Dally M.
You want to do that? I was going to do for us just to pretend like we knew what it was.
Yeah, no, he got it. It was
He
great.
got
Well
it?
done. Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
Nah, he didn't.
How good was his outfit as well?
Yeah.
I mean, it was risque.
That
And
jacket.
Volandis, the way he
Yeah.
dressed
And those
up.
pants.
sexy.
Volandis, yeah. Volandis with the plunging neckline, just to show a bit of
And holding-
cleavage.
Oh no, I'll stop.
We'll guess the Dally M's, and people when they listen will be like, these guys have no idea what they're talking about. I thought we could just do Dally M, Rookie of the Year, and Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
we'll do that
sounds
in a
good.
sec.
Easy.
good
Yeah.
too.
Oh, they're all easy.
You reckon, Coach?
Serato, Galvin.
Serraldo.
Yeah, Serato, Galvin.
Yeah,
and
how
does-
you don't.
You can't get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Galvin's
not
been-
easy.
He's been
Who else is a
suspended.
rookie?
No idea. Atkinson?
Did he not play last year?
Let's not do Rookie of the Year. We'll skip that.
Sorry, skip that.
Little.
Either or, yeah, true.
Nick's-
Oh, Ito.
Surely Hopewadi, is he not?
Yeah.
Is he rookie?
Yeah, Mikhail
technically?
was too.
Yeah.
He played more games, I
He
reckon.
didn't play enough. Okay. Hey, we'll get to that in a sec. Before we get to that, I just want to say, let's talk about Nelson Asofa-Solomona. Actually, how many weeks? You ended up with 3 weeks for your trip?
Jesus, one.
Was it 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I just
Yeah, no, that
texted
was
all my
you-
mates and said should have been 3.
Yeah, that was what you
yeah,
said. No joke. On the phone, he's like, surely Toby gets 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Doing that to my
yeah.
boy Nas.
That
I'm
sounds,
like,
that's
man.
crazy. It wasn't Nas, it was Yo, so yeah,
I'm
cool.
a big Yo fan.
Yeah.
No,
One for
oh,
you.
yeah, great
Sorry.
chat.
Nelson, grade 3, careless high tackle. He will
Yeah.
miss the grand final. You guys are players, right? So you know how much these grand finals mean to you. I know that Nelson has played in a few others. But do you think it's unfair that Nelson will miss this grand final?
So for me, I remember the RPA. I'm pretty sure I didn't make this up. The RPA came in one of their yearly talks that they do with us, and they said they were trying to introduce a tiered system of points. So I don't know how it works now. Let's say 100 points means 1 game missed. So keep that system in place, but not preliminary finals, semi-finals are worth 200 points. Preliminary are worth 300. Origins are 400. Grand finals are 500. So I feel like that'd be a more fair system in place where, because you want your best players to play in the grand finals. You want to go and see Nelson go against their pack. And now the fans are the ones missing out. Obviously, you can't tackle someone in the head. That's someone you can't do. And Nelson needs to either get shorter or lower his height. And also, on top of all of that, I feel like Vegas should be worth 10,000 points because now, due to my trip that I've never been suspended before in my career, I can't play in Vegas. So
Surely you can still go as part of the squad. I think your dog needs to do a Darren or a piss because he's hammering the door.
Let me go. You
Just,
keep talking about me.
this isn't important what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's far more important that
Bro,
you just let you. So he's brought his brother's dog again.
Yeah, and the dog
the
has to
dog-
go out and do a Darren and a
Okay.
piss.
So, as we were saying, yeah. So,
Okay, so you are now going to miss Vegas.
I'm going to miss Vegas, and it should be,
But you'll get to travel still. So surely this is a win because you'll.
Yeah, but like, I'll never get the chance again to play at Legion Stadium. I'll never get the chance to run on an NFL field representing the Sharks. My family and my friends will want to see me play, and they
now I
won't.
feel
Wah, such a big wah.
I don't know, mate. You remember the name? Jared Hayne, Valentine Holmes. They went and had a crack at the NFL. Why don't you go? And then you get to play at Allegiant Stadium every week.
I can't do much with the ball. That's probably why. But yeah, look, hopefully some things are trying to be worked out, but it's unlikely. But we'll see how we go.
Ouch.
Now I feel bad.
So
No, in all seriousness though, like my life's still pretty good, and I'm
yeah,
pretty
no,
on, but, yeah.
and that's
he's
actually
2 days after Mad Monday here, so I know where his headspace at.
yeah, I'm pretty tired.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I do,
sad
yeah.
Wednesday.
It's a lonely place.
That's what happens. Mad Monday, sad Wednesday. We've all been there.
Is there another Tooheys new, by the way, boys?
It's Wigging Wednesday.
Right, Wigging Wednesday.
Hey, sorry. I just want to jump back to the NAS stuff. And this was the whole media thing all week was Nas and Jared Weir-Hargraves. So they pumped it up in the media, go after each other, get like confrontation, and then obviously it went to Lindsay. It's a tough one.
And it's off the kickoff, first collision of the whole game.
Yeah.
And they're going at pace. And I haven't played at that level, but I can imagine it is a split second that has now resulted in poor old Nels missing the grand final. I personally think that, I don't know, you need to look after the kid's mental health as well. Not the guy's mental health, right? Like, couldn't you just say he gets to play the grand final and then maybe
2, 3, 4.
Maybe he can say instead of missing 2 weeks, he misses 4.
Yeah.
But he gets to keep.
I agree.
Mate, it's a grand final. He's worked, he's played 27, 28 games, maybe more, 29.
Yeah.
Well, how many games?
He was in reserve grade at the start of the year.
Well,
so.
40 games. He played 50 games this year. And as a result, he should get to play that grand final.
So you didn't like my tiered point system? You like yours better?
Well, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
it is the same thing.
Is it? Yeah. Yes.
We'll review the tape. I think it's a similar thing.
Review the tape. Yeah. Come back to it.
Yeah. Well, and you should feel the same way that Vegas, they should say to you, look, either it's 1 week and you miss Vegas or it's 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Which one would you take?
That's excessive, Pressure. That's excessive. There's no need for that.
There is so much
There's just
salt
no
on
need.
that.
Yeah. He's
People
going
in
to 10.
you're watching, please help me. Actually, Andrew Abdo wrote a nice message to me after the season, yeah.
No.
I'll read it out to us, shall we?
Yeah, that's a lovely thing to say.
Bro, I never got a text off any COs. I'm off that.
Let's see what he said here.
Surely that was sent to the wrong player.
No, it was nice, but it was a bit late at the same time. Let me just...
Surely one of the boys is Gene up there.
Potentially. Where is he? Type in Abdo.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
while you're finding that,
That's hectic.
You want to read it out?
yeah, read it, please. Yeah.
Hi, congratulations on making it to 100 NRL matches. A great achievement. Thanks for being a great role model on and off the field. All the best. Andre Abdo. Andre Abdo? It says Andre Abdo.
He hasn't even replied. and he hasn't even replied
What
to
would I
it.
say to that?
It's not, show me.
Yeah.
You got to
It's a G up. It's not even.
Show me.
Sorry, this is great.
Show
You
me.
know what we should do right now?
That is not the real
You know
number.
what we should do right now?
That is not the real number.
dude,
That has got to be a
that
G up.
is-
You've
You've
got
got his number, Charlie.
I know, but no, before I read, did I actually call it?
Wait, what are the last
So what's your
digits?
name in, Charlie? No, that is Andre Abdo.
Is it actually?
Does he go by Andre now? We're going to show this message. That's really nice from Andre.
My one thing though, I
Has he
played my
changed
100th game 2 weeks ago before I got the message. So, you know, maybe...
I'm gonna
that was like my manager
reply
saying,
for me.
Hey,
Reply for me.
Andre, Prof here.
Wait, you know what? That's similar to. So it was
Can
actually
you
3 weeks
please-
before, but my old
I
manager
want to
said
see
congrats on
something
my debut, but it was a month before.
Oh,
Hey, Andre, Prof here. Can you please leave Toby alone?
You reckon it's a joke?
send a selfie. I'm not joking. Unless you're
Go,
scared.
go,
If
do
you're
it.
scared, if you're scared, it's fine.
Nah.
Oh, so you are scared.
Oh, here we go. So you promised the world
Andre.
bring us an atlas.
Hey, Andre.
Who in brought the little...
Love the new name. Great
Yeah,
self-confidence.
thanks for the
Hey,
message.
say hey, Peter, like Andre.
No, stop. Shut up. Pussy.
Hey, Andre, thanks for
Wow,
the
Wigging
message.
Wednesday.
Can't wait for Vegas.
Going to do some great
Wait a
pressure work for the
second.
game.
Wait a second. You pricks won't let me come.
Ha ha. Hey, no, you should brush it for next season. Hey, also, can you let Nas play?
Just quietly, it's like I wouldn't do some great promotional work for the game over there, would I? I wouldn't be good for that.
You
I reckon you'd be mad.
Toby. All right, Sam, can't wait for Vegas.
Okay.
There we go, mate. Very good. Let's keep going. Tell me a few messages back. Wonderful moment at the end of the game where where Harry Grant was walking along doing thumbs up.
Great thing, yeah.
This is why I love rugby league. And there is a lady, I'm going to say she's about 40, wearing a Roosters outfit.
Very passionate lady.
Very passionate lady, big fan of the tricolours. And he's given thumbs up and waves to the mainly Melbourne crowd, and she has just absolutely given it to Harry Grant and given him the birds, 2 birds. And Harry, to his credit, just gave her a thumbs up and a smile. He couldn't quite believe it, and he kept walking. Now, the reason I bring this up, and this is thanks to Andrew Barnett-Barney, I was chatting to him today, and he pointed out that Christian Welch on an ABC interview with ABC Sport was asked about this, and Christian said that lady is a very good judge of character because Harry Grant is an absolute dog of a bloke.
That makes sense.
Do you know Harry Grant? Is this true?
Not load of shit. Harry Grant might be one of the best human beings in rugby league going at the moment. That's a fact.
Is he a lovely guy?
Lovely guy.
Spends a lot of time in Port Macquarie, so it makes sense.
Mate,
His family is up there.
He's a really lovely bloke. One of the old times. Very good friends with Nicholas as well. And they just, I've heard nothing. His reputation precedes him. I'll say that.
That's beautiful, man. All right, so Roosters, how would they view their season?
I reckon all right,
what score would they
considering
give
they lost
themselves
2
out
key
of?
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Victor was obviously playing busted with needles.
Jared was suspended for half the year.
He was week on, week off.
No, I think it was a fair year for them. I mean, I saw someone recently, I forget which journal it was, saying that will the NRL become a yawn fest? Panthers, Melbourne, Roosters, always in the top 4. St Helens, Wigan, Warrington, sort of same thing over there. Is that
Lee Leopards, baby. Lee Leopards.
What are they?
And Hull,
now?
Lee and Hull. They're the 4, and Warrington and Wigan are the 4 teams left.
Yeah, right, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
Lee made it through, Matty
I'll
Moylan.
I'll
Old
shut up
teammate,
then.
yeah.
I'll give him a call, I suppose.
So next year they obviously get Chad Townsend, and then they'll have Sandon Smith as their halves partner, and until halfway through the year when Sam Walker comes back.
Was that I linked to someone else the other day?
Is there someone else that they're talking up that they might buy? Who's on the
Moses,
open
old
market?
news?
Yeah, was there Moses? Were they talking about Moses the other day?
That was old
Moses.
news, though. That was old news.
Jimmy Maloney needs a job.
Jimmy Maloney would probably still be able to play as starting halfback for the Roosters.
Legit.
And he would still kill it. And
And he wouldn't have trained in 5 years.
Ever.
All right, so
can't-
I guess
he-
Roosters 2025.
He just can't drive to training.
You can't drive to training. You're dead right. I wish you was here for
You're
that.
just waiting. It was a bit late, but it was still good.
So positive for them 2025, or is it a bit it's a wait and see? We're not sure what they're going to do in the off season.
Who knows
who
what
they're
happened
going to
in the
acquire?
year. It's tough. I mean, going off their roster currently, they lose Manu, they lose to Aliti.
Oh,
they do lose
yeah,
quite a few.
JWH, Kiri.
JWH, Kiri, yeah. Bit of an exodus, so maybe it is a bit more of a wait and see for the Roosters, but
And
they do
then-
usually find a way.
Oh, Politis is the best at it, right? He'll find someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then obviously, you mentioned Cheese and that. Yeah, God, that's going
Cheese
to
and
hurt
of
him.
course,
Yeah,
yeah.
wow. I forgot about all the boys that were leaving.
Yeah, it could be, dare I say, could be almost a rebuild here. Jeez, who knows from that roster that's leaving.
And the 2025 NRL Premiers.
Yeah, I know. You watch it now. Yep. And the Wooden Spinners. Yeah.
Dragons, yeah.
Right, Storm. They take on the Panthers at Accor Stadium
They do.
in the grand final. It's, best sides all year. You
Yep.
might not
Yeah.
agree.
No, that's fair.
And, a lot of people saying that it was them and then daylight. So probably is the grand final that it's quite deserving.
I agree
But-
they've been the 2 best teams. Best teams in daylight, that hurts a bit. There's no need for that. I feel like that was, I'm sitting right here and you could have just said best 2 teams of the year, but then you said daylight.
Oh, I thought that's
And
what.
now-
No. I thought that's what your team was nicknamed, Daylight.
On to you, Professor. Moving on.
Okay, so best 2 teams, and then what do you want? Twilight? And then you got
Moonlight?
Sharks.
Dancing inside of
Moonlight.
it?
Okay, best 2
Dancing
teams.
in the moonlight.
Moonlight, and
Yeah.
then the Sharkies, and then Daylight, and then the rest of the comp.
Disagree with that as well.
Okay, you tell me how what to say. Anyway, so, and again, I know you're sitting here, but for me as a fan of the game, these are the best, arguably the best two teams, the best players that are running out there. So it is almost the
agreed,
best
for sure.
advertisement for the game. If you're new to the NRL and this is the first game that you're going to watch, which for a lot of people it will be, it's going to be an amazing spectacle. Let's just go through a few key matchups and who's going to get it done on the day. Let's start with the big one, Jerome Hughes versus Nathan Cleary.
Goodness.
Now, you've just already shouted. I mean, first of all, congrats to Jerome Hughes on the Dally M for last night. Yeah.
Awesome, Jerome.
Who will...
Cleary. So
Okay.
obviously late in the game, his shoulders moved or something's happened in that tackle.
Yes. And he came off.
Have you subluxed your shoulder before?
No, I've heard it.
Yeah.
Definitely Moses out on the weekend.
Yeah, I just think it's obviously moved, slippery surface. So it would have been sore after the game, but if Big Nelson was playing, I reckon that Melbourne would have been sending more traffic than the M5 at him for the first 20. But I still think he's going to get tested physically early in the game because I think there's obviously an issue which everyone knows about, but for that to happen, it's obviously moving around a little bit in contact.
But if you're going head-to-head, points, it's about who's coming out on top. I mean, this is how you like to talk now, boxing. Who's coming out on top? Who's getting their hand raised? Cleary or Hughes? Give me a definite answer.
And why?
Yeah.
Peel. Point, explain.
Well, there's a
example,
variable.
link.
That's what I was talking about. That there's a variable there. His shoulder.
So you're going Hughes?
I'm not because I'm going Cleary.
Cleary. Okay. You, Toby?
Man, I actually hadn't even thought about it. Toss of the coin.
All right. You're picking the Kangaroos, you're Mal, and you need to start. Oh, damn, he plays for.
Yeah,
Okay, no,
New
listen to me.
Zealand, yeah.
No, you're picking the Earth side, and we're taking on Mars.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you have to pick a halfback.
Oh, I'm picking Nathan Cleary.
Nathan Cleary. There you go. All right. 5'8", Munster versus Jerome Luai.
Yeah.
I reckon Munster.
Yeah.
Munster?
I reckon Munster's going to have
Why?
a blinder. He's been very quiet all year, and he sort of come alive a little bit last
Obviously,
week.
quite had a few injuries this year as well.
Correct. Sorry, I'm getting a pain.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in the Rocky Horrors, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
No, that's fine in the middle of a podcast. That's all good.
You can
I
cut.
sweat too.
Oh, yeah?
Have you eaten something? Or?
Are you
No, it's
Talk
like
to me
I
about
get-
your pain.
Oh, knots and stuff sort of thing. Yeah, I know what it is. I know
It's
what
like
you mean.
heartburn.
Is
but
it
my heart's
tingling
on that
down here?
side,
Is it tingling
So no, I'm
on
not
your
having a
right
heart
side?
attack.
Or a stroke.
Because
no.
just so you know, your face is starting to.
You like shit.
That's pre-existing.
Okay, right.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, Munster
again.
or... Yeah.
You pick. No, you can pick either of them.
Yeah, I'll wear Munster as well.
Munster again.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go fullbacks.
Yep, I'm going Edwards.
Edwards over Pappen Houston.
Yep. Just harder to tackle. As creative with the ball as each. Pappenhausen definitely more of a support player specialist. Not to say that Dylan is bad at it, but that's what sort of Pappenhausen's known for. And bigger body, Edwards, and I think he's just a bit more damaging all rounder.
You going the same? You going Dylan Edwards or you going Ryan Pappenhausen? Okay, so then I'm going to ask you the last one in the spine: Harry Grant or Mitch Kenny?
Oh, what's no disrespect to Mitch Kenny, very good player, but Harry Grant is probably the elite nine in the comp alongside Blake Brayley. So,
Wow. I'm going to go defensively, Mitch Kenny, and attackingly.
You can't do
Harry
that. You got to
Grant.
pick one because at the moment
Why are you-
we're split. You're picking 2 and 2.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
spent 50-50
Okay.
because there's two sides to the game.
Okay. All right. So then let's forward packs. If you had to pick, if you could either have the Panthers or remember
Panthers.
Nelson's not there.
oh yeah,
Panthers every day
Is
of
that
the
because
week.
Nelson's not there, or
I'm not going them every day of the week actually. Melbourne has just got those, although
Jeremy Lattimore and Toby Rudolph, grinders.
No, I wasn't going to say that at all.
Oh.
When you compare, obviously, Fisher, Harris, Leota, these are some superstar names. Yo. I forgot about Yo, actually. But regardless, you still got...
You forgot about Yo, the bloke you tripped.
Yeah, I forgot about him, yeah. You still got the whole rotation from Melbourne. Just these, excuse me, extremely hard workers that don't stop, that have a simple role, know how to fill it out, that are coached by Craig Bellamy, who keeps it all very simple. And I think they can, given the right game plan, that they will execute because they are Melbourne. You can't count them out, but remembering Isaiah Yo's in the team, I'm going Penrith.
all right?
Yeah.
So currently, I think you're both leaning towards the Panthers.
Seems that way, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go. What have I missed? Wingers and centers.
Outside backs, I'm going Melbourne actually for sure. Coates.
Yep.
Warbrick.
Yeah, Wilbur. Yep. of
Meaney
course. Yep.
and Howarth has been killing it.
Yep.
And I'm comparing that to Alamotti, Toto, who is, in my opinion, the hardest man to tackle in the NRL at the moment. Taruva, and the other centre is Tungo. So yeah, I'm going to go the Melbourne back five.
Okay, so you've split everything. Are you agreeing with all that?
I'm
So
being
basically, at the
honest.
moment, you're
I agree
saying
with the backs
Golden
too.
Point.
Yeah.
Is that what we've come to?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't see why it wouldn't be Golden Point.
And then it's going to come down to the coaches.
Okay, all right, here you go. Bellyache or
Wait,
Cleary?
wait. No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
the bench
The
yet.
Water Boys.
You haven't done your favourite
yeah,
position
Oh,
at the
sorry.
bench.
Whose bench is better?
Forgot. How could you,
You
think
need
the
to
most
tell us.
important thing on the field?
Latsy Statsies, go for it.
All right, so we've got and young guy making his first grand final appearance. That Lazarus Folau.
Yep.
Coming in for Big Nelson. Who else they got? Wishart,
Yeah.
Welsh, and then there's someone else on the bench.
Alec McDonald.
Oh man, he's good. His leg
He's a
speed's
gun.
mad.
He's a gun. Yeah.
I think I'm giving Melbourne the bench.
You haven't even said penalties yet. Who's penalties?
Brad Snyder, who's there as coverage for Cleary.
Yes.
Lindsay Smith and Liam Henry, they go hard, they go
Unreal.
well.
Yeah.
And then probably
Eisenhuth
Sorrow
or
or Eisenhuth, yeah.
So have you given it to Penrith or Melbourne?
I think I've gone to Melbourne.
Okay.
Because Wishart is like, they're talking about him being better than Connor Watson
As
as
utility, sorry?
coverage,
Yeah.
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 Then you got Big Lazarus, that try he scored against the Cowboys. Did you see
impressive,
that?
pretty impressive.
Hectic.
All right, so now we're leaning towards a Melbourne win.
We haven't got to the coach.
No, so let's go to the coaches. So if you pick Cleary, we're back to where we were, and we're back to Golden Point. Are you going Cleary?
Ivan is my
Yeah.
favourite coach ever, but
Okay, Bellyache.
Bellamy is the GOAT.
Yeah, I'm going Bellamy just for what he's done, which is unheard of.
There you go, everybody. Congratulations to the Melbourne Storm, the 2024 NRL champions.
No, now we're going to go front office.
Oh, sorry. Front
We're going to go
office.
front office now.
So who's
Matt Tripp versus Brian Fletcher, and not
Wow.
Bad Fletcher, Naughty Fletch.
who are you going
Matt
there?
Tripp's the squillionaire.
What about have to go fan bases as well?
So
Penrith.
Both Penrith.
Penrith, I love
Yeah,
Penrith.
Penrith.
So you're scared?
Huh?
What?
No.
So, okay, terrific. Do you actually want to pick?
you know how they got the octopus that picks the Melbourne Cup winners?
Yeah.
Bro, who are you picking?
I don't know whether people can
Should-
see
should
what
we-
you're
should-
doing.
should-
So there is a dog in the room, and currently Lasty is asking the dog who is going to win.
How does he say?
All right, Melbourne, Penrith.
I don't know. We should have rehearsed this. This is going to take a bit of time.
No, and then get him up on the table
All
and
right,
wherever
try
he
it.
sits.
Just try
Oh,
it. Here we
wow.
go.
Go
All right,
on,
right
go on.
field. So just for those of you, listen.
We did it last week. It was all right.
Yeah, but Charlie wasn't here. He didn't know.
Okay,
So
yeah,
Charlie's
right.
just asked him then to be careful with the dog. He's probably right.
Actually, he's off. He doesn't like
And the
idea.
dog has gone. He's
No, he told me.
a Swan supporter. He's filthy.
He's told me.
Did he?
Panthers.
Panthers. Okay, there you go. Panthers.
Should we all go around and say the score? What it should be in team? So who gets the closest gets all the appearance fees.
Wow, that's good. Actually, I need some cash. I'm about to go to Europe.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
I'm a single father, but you take it. All good. I don't want to get the violin out.
I'm not fast. I just want to see you guys.
And Maloney doesn't have a job, but all good.
I reckon
Toby's got fines.
I'm going to say the Panthers.
Score?
I think they're going to run away with it.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
really?
I think towards the end, I think that last 20, I think old mate Cleary is just going to kick into gear. When I say run away, I'm going to say like 24-10.
Okay.
So more than 2 tries. 24-10, I'm saying. Toby to the Panthers.
Yeah, I want to go Panthers 20-19 in Golden Point.
Oh my God. I was going to go 19-18, but I'll tell you after the game who I think it's going to be.
But now it is after
You
the game.
can't say
It
who's
is
gonna win after the
now.
game.
So we're after the game. Oh, so we've been to the Dalians and we know the result.
Yeah.
This is hectic this week.
What do you reckon?
And I've got grade 4 heart.
Yeah, I don't know. You
Just
just
beat
No, I
Who's
can't risk it because I've got a single
Who's
father.
going to win, Panthers or Storm?
The indigestion.
All right, very good. Hey, let's get to other news. Did he actually pick a side then? No, his head's on the desk now. For those of you listening, we're about to lose down in the Shire, they call him the GOAT.
And cans.
Don't you
And
call it
Cairns.
that?
I call him
Did you not see what I shared on Instagram today?
Jerry. No.
The goat's coming to Cairns.
Okay.
I don't know if I can go.
I've always said the GOAT is, he looks like me, plays for the Dolphins. Played for South.
Nathan
Nichols.
Lyon.
He is the GOAT. Nathan Lyon. What's his name?
I said Mark Nichols.
That's him, Mark Nichols. He's the GOAT. Okay.
Yeah, but I was him before him.
Okay. All right. You know that you need to put your mouth on the microphone for people to hear you.
Oh, fuck, sorry, I'm hurting.
Okay. Michael Maguire. Do you actually want us to stop down here for a
No,
second?
no,
Okay.
keep going, bro.
Michael
Quite
Maguire is the new Broncos coach.
Is it already appointed?
I read that today. Is that
he was
right,
in the
Charlie?
Broncos kit
I
yesterday.
didn't know.
Yeah. Which means two things. One, the Broncos again have just gotten rid of another coach.
Yeah, I love doing that. Don't
Yeah,
A
Wayne
year after
not-
making the GF.
they? Yeah.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And one of their favourite sons. And I heard rumours of Alfie wanting to leave. Imagine Alfie not running the water anymore for the Broncos. It's crazy.
Jimmy Maloney.
Jimmy Maloney. Well, and they're starting to sound like the West Tigers.
Just sucking coaches and
Just sacking coaches and blaming the coaches, not blaming anything else. First of all, Kevy, hard done by. What's your opinion? Second of all, can Madge do anything with this Broncos side?
Yeah, so Kevy was the hard done by. They had going off what's happened in the past, they've had one poor year. There've been plenty of coaches that have had poor years in the past and stayed on. But you're also dealing with the Broncos who demand results and have got probably the most well-resourced club in the NRL and the largest fan base, the best stadium to play at. Not that that means much, but it's just a powerhouse of rugby league. So for that reason, I think results are held to a high standard there. So that he might be a victim of circumstance. Almost had a stroke there, sorry.
Don't joke about that with me at the moment.
And then Michael Maguire, yeah, look, going off his results in the past, he didn't do very well with the West Tigers. Whether that was a poison chalice or whether maybe he wasn't the coach for them. Why are you smiling and looking at me like that?
No, just Ivan Cleary is the coach there, and he's gone and won 3 comps, and he's in his 4th grand final. So maybe Maguire's going to go to Broncos and win.
Might not be Madge's fault.
Might not be
there.
Madge's fault, and also he's done very well with New Zealand and New South Wales. So
And Souths.
yeah, but you know what? If I'm going to say this, in 2014, if I coached the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they could have won the comp. That team was ridiculous.
You
End of
sound like a
story.
guy that was in the South system that Madge wouldn't pick in first grade.
Oh, 3 years later, Professor, you have no hair. Come on.
Oh, wow.
I have a
And
little
still
bit of hair.
sensitive.
Yeah, look, there's no need for that. But you just said it was pretty funny. Yeah, I think he can. Will he? Will they respond to his hard style? Is he a generational coach? Will he sort of see that players have changed and times are different? Let's wait and see. I'm not going to comment. I'm not too sure.
Good answer. Broncos, and you say they had a poor year. They finished 12th out of 17, and still with a week to go, it was still this whole mathematical Broncos could
Chance.
make the 8. So in the event things fell their way, we remember they got pumped by Para, and so they didn't. Para or the Dolphins?
Dolphins was the last
Dolphins
round, wasn't it?
Got pumped. If that hadn't happened, they make the 8. Does Kevy keep his job? Is 8th
Yeah,
good
probably.
enough? 8th is good enough, but
Oh.
12th isn't out of 17?
Well, this is my thing, right? I remember when Selwyn Cobbo was on a podcast and he said he was a shit coach. He made that comment.
He said, good bloke, shit coach.
Great bloke, yeah. And everything I've heard as well, he seems like he's a legend from what boys say. But they've obviously done the end of season review because they did something similar when I was at the Dragons where they get external people in, right? So the playing group in a private situation has unfolded. Did you read stuff about where Kevy, they come in and give the results of that end of season review and Kevy's lost his shit at the playing group, the coaching staff, because they were saying it was unprofessional. It just sounded like it was all over the shop. So my thing is, I think if a player's saying that publicly, then stuff's been said in this end of season review, and they're probably like, we're better off pulling the trigger now, giving a coach a full pre-season to work with the players and implement what he's looking to do. And then just on the flip side with Maguire, I feel like, and I haven't been coached by him, I know you're at a squad there, but I've heard he's a very, very, very intense guy. So I think State of Origin, you work with the team for a week and a half before the first game. So you got that for three 10-day blocks pretty well. And then you've got the New Zealand tour where you've got him for a month. So it's a short period of time where he's intense. You can get the group together. They can buy into a game plan. But from talking to players at the West Tigers, he's very monotonous and full on in that full year scheme. And like you said, that you had the Burgess brothers. Sammy Burgess was unbelievable in the Twins, and obviously Renault GI was phenomenal back then. It's going to be interesting, and he'll be. I think he'll be really good for people like Reece Walsh, a few of these young guys who need to And from something I read, maybe he's a little bit unprofessional with some of the training standards. That won't happen with Madge, so he will keep him in check. But I saw Roy Asatasi shared the Madge signing at the Broncos and tagged Adam Reynolds saying, I bet your Reynolds pumped for pre-season, and tagged him. So, yeah, they're in for a flogging in the pre-season, and that doesn't go away. So they're going to get flogged. And that's why it's different, these short periods where New South Wales and New Zealand to year long. So that will be where we'll get the true measure, I reckon.
Absolutely. He lives near me. And no, listen, he genuinely does. And the way he walks his dog, and he doesn't
live near you anymore, bro.
No, probably not. But the way he walks his dog is quite intense. Like, he walks like this. And the dog is like perfect.
Really?
It's like it's best in show. And I just remember looking
Is that them Sunday morning things? You know how the dogs, they do things on Sunday morning?
Pants. Yeah. And it's like, it's a Labradoodle. It's this big dog. And the dog, every step, and the steps are in time with Madge's. And Madge just does a, and the dog will sit. So,
are you cracking him?
what, jokes?
Are you making this up?
No, I've seen him walk the dog. And you see dogs going nuts. This dog is, so he can
Do
train
you know what the dog's name is? It's Kevy Walters.
Sorry.
No. But if he
name
can
for that.
train the dog like that, and then he can train the players like that, I'm saying 6 to 7 comps in a row. I've never seen a dog so responsive. All right, very good. Dally M's took place last night. And it wasn't great for the three of us to go along.
It was
it's
such
awesome.
a beautiful ceremony.
Thank you to Andre Abdo for the invite.
Yeah, that was very good of him. And an unexpected prize for you at the Dally M's.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was honestly honoured to win Coach of the Year. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think I did that well, but hey,
No, it was Trip of the Year, bro.
Trip of the Year. Oh, wow.
No, I meant Bali. I meant Cairns.
Isaiah, I'm sorry.
Let's just guess who wins. I'm going to say, are we all pretty sure it'll be Jerome Hughes?
Yeah, you can't see else it'd be. I mean,
Can I toss one up? Tedesco.
Yeah, he's mate. Credit to Teddy, man. Yeah. Everyone sort of thought he was past his best, but he's phenomenal. I've always loved him. In rep games and big games. No, I've had no input on his career. Sorry,
Yeah, it's about the same.
but
Okay,
yeah.
so
In a team where he can give out points to any player, because there's so many good players in that team, he could be in the running.
okay, so let's say congrats to Jerome Hughes, and then we'll edit this really quickly tomorrow morning. Congrats to Tedesco. Yeah. Very good. Coach of the Year, do we just want to toss it up? You're saying Serraldo, Cameron Serraldo?
Yep.
Is that because you're mates with him?
No, I just feel like the way that squad has come along from last year, where they were very low on the ladder, the playing group he's had to work with.
Yep.
There's no out-and-out superstars other than sort of Stephen Crichton. Kickout's a very damaging player. Burns a superstar.
yeah.
But
Addo Carp while he was there.
Yeah,
He's a
pretty good.
superstar.
ouch for him. You're ruthless.
He was there basically the whole season up until the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, he wasn't. He was out injured for like 8 weeks with a hamstring.
Serraldo, who are you saying?
Craig Bellamy.
Bellyache?
Yeah.
That's a fair shout.
This is going to be a tough edit for Charlie early in the morning. Because I'm saying Ivan Cleary. Yeah. Now, I think,
Wait. So you've been heavy pushing Melbourne in everything.
No, I
and
haven't.
now, like, Spine, this and that, love him, and then you go Ivan Cleary. Are you just doing that because we said the other two?
No. Listen, if you take a team to 5 in the modern game, with the salary cap, with the players they've lost, if you take a team to 5 grand finals in a row, surely you're the coach of the year. If you win 3 in a row, and then you're about to win your 4th, surely you're coach of the year. I know they like to give, like last year they gave it to Webster because the Warriors
Most improved.
It's not the most improved award though, is it?
No, but it either is the most improved or it's been the best of a long time, and what yours is that. So.
Which Serraldo
Fits the Webster.
He's most improved, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so they only made first week of the final.
He was in 22, yeah.
Yeah, which he was the same.
They made the prelim. Actually, yeah, because they made prelim last year, Warriors. They made prelim last year, so actually Bulldogs only made first week. Can I renege on what I said?
Yeah, so let's all do it. Congrats to you, Ivan Cleary, on a Dally M, mate. Amazing. And good on you for sculling that beer up on stage and crushing the can on your head. Like, that was great. You want to do yours? Who did you say? Serraldo?
Serraldo.
Say congrats.
Congrats, Sarah. Well done, mate. Proud of you.
That'll be a tough edit. And you go, congrats.
Bellamy, wow, what another minor premiership. Good stuff.
Minor premiership. And grand final.
Yeah, I mean, Bellyache should win it every year, let's face it. All right, that was it for other footy news, unless anybody had anything else. I am aware that these boys have been in here recording all day, so we can't keep them too long.
No, Dally M's good stuff.
Dally M's good stuff. Okay, all we've got left is a Would You Rather, and you've got one for us, do you, Jerry?
I just thought of this today when I saw that you said either Toby or Jerry have to do it. Would you rather play in a grand final and lose or not play in a grand final?
What about a better one? Would you rather play in a grand final, win or lose, or play in Las Vegas?
At least
Win a grand final every day of the week. Man, who cares about Vegas? You can travel there with your mates anytime.
No, you're right. Play in a grand final and lose, or play in Las Vegas?
Oh, and win. And you know you're going to win in Vegas?
Yes.
Oh, that's not a bad one. Play in Vegas and you know you're going to win.
Because Vegas you can do it any time with your mates, right?
And you've also got like the bye next week, so you can have a good write-off afterwards.
But just so I know, in setting this up, is this the only grand final you're playing and you know that going in? And is this the
You're never going to
only...
Vegas again.
No.
You're never. That's just a fact because no team's going to go there twice in a career. Oh, you might be. Like, let's just say no.
Okay, and this
no.
is so you've got one shot at Vegas and you've got one shot at a grand final. The
Yeah.
Vegas one you win, the grand final you lose. That's good.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd go grand final. I always wanted to play in a grand final. Vegas, you can travel with your mates. I'm not.
Play Legion Stadium, but
Couldn't care.
Okay. Which one?
Your family's big occasion for them. Everyone's going to come down and watch you play.
My mate don't travel. My family don't travel, so they wouldn't even come
They
and
don't love you
support me.
enough.
Yeah.
Like, love me. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Which one?
Would I choose? Andrew Abdo, please let me play in Las Vegas.
Let him go on a trip over there. Oh, shit.
Professor?
That I didn't mean to be punny then, but that was pretty funny.
Professor.
Mate, he's on. He's on fire.
I'm waiting for your answer.
I'll go the granny final.
Okay.
Very different for me because I had never applied myself to the same level that you guys have.
Yeah.
So my
want
answer
grand
doesn't really
final.
matter.
I want a
No,
grand
you're right.
final.
Come on, bit.
Who's the
That's
better
us.
CEO? Matt Tripp or Brian Fletcher?
I don't know who those guys are.
Melbourne Storm and then Penrith. Nah, sorry, I've got to leave that trip. You know who sponsors the Dragon?
I'm not laughing. You can't get cranky at me.
You're laughing.
You know who
Yeah,
sponsors
but
the
you don't
Dragon?
get cranky at me.
You know who sponsors
Yeah,
the
you got
Dragons?
time.
Trip a deal.
Okay.
And Manly.
All right. So that was the Rugby League Journeyman for another week in your NRL Grand Final week. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Jimmy Maloney, the one week we needed you. You said about 4 words. Good on you, mate. Yeah. Good luck to both those teams, both to the Panthers and the Storm. Should be a cracking match.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. That is my last show, so good luck next
And
week on
yours
your own.
too.
And Toby, yours as well.
Yeah, I'm out.
100%
give me
out. You've
some-
no chance of being here by next.
I'm going to fly on Monday, yeah. So
Do you get better Wi-Fi than Maloney in Bali?
Yeah, we'll actually, yeah, literally. I'll be able to
Can you
dial
call in? Oh,
I'm
perfect.
dialing.
Done.
Sorry,
But last time
it's like the
physically
middle
here.
of the night for me.
You're going to have to send me all of them reads. I'm wigging about that already.
No, you'll be fine.
And I'm coming off 4 days in Cairns.
No,
Everyone, listen to me for a second. Tune in to next week, the Journeyman. Lasty is going to Cairns from Friday to Monday to Las Vegas. We'll be here on Wednesday to record. Tune in for the last week. It is going to be something you will not forget. Peace out, y'all. Love you.
Bye, everybody.